In Romeo and Juliet, there is a scene where Mercutio lies dying, and as he lies dying, he says to Romeo, "Plague on both your houses." Plague was a problem in Shakespeare's time period. It swept through London on multiple times because London was growing rapidly throughout the 16th and 17th centuries. And so it was a kind of a natural area for plague to arise. So there were plague epidemics in 1578, 1593, 1603, and whenever they came around, the plague would tend to wipe out 14 to 20% of London's population. And so not surprisingly, the Queen had to do something. And in our exhibit, we have the plague orders, orders issued from the Queen and the Privy Council, trying to advise people on what to do. They might lock a family who had plague sprouting up in their household into the house for 6 weeks. And no one could get in that house because you had to stop the plague from spreading. So the Medical Historical Library has approximately about 140,000 volumes. Basically all here in the building. 7,000 prints, posters, and drawings, over 500 instruments. Not surprisingly, a lot of the books in our Shakespeare exhibit are from Harvey Cushing, because he focused on 16th, 17th, 18th centuries. He focused on anatomy, dissection, and so it was great to put the collection together and make the connection to the founder of the library. In 1543, Andre Vesalius, he's 28 years old, and anatomist, he publishes the Fabrical, and it changes a lot of ideas about anatomy in this time period. Vesalius's ideas spread throughout the continent and into England, and you start to see these different types of illustrations based on Vesalius's work. One of these things is a fugitive sheet. It's one sheet. It has a picture of Vesalius's face and his body, and what you can do, or what students would do, is take their fingers and kind of lift the flaps. So you can kind of construct an anatomy on the fugitive sheet itself. And since it's one sheet, it's easy to fold, it's easy to take with you, post in different areas. And so these sheets actually don't exist very much because they've been destroyed over time with use, which makes perfect sense. But they're wonderful things to look at, especially getting a sense of how the body is layered. So you can see the kidneys, you can see the lungs, you can see just different layers all the way through just by lifting the flaps. One of the exciting things we discovered as we were putting the exhibit together is the medical astrological manuscript. We took it from the shelf, there wasn't a great description of it, and we opened this up, and there's a beautiful hand drawings, a calendar where you can see month to month the changes of the agricultural cycle and what people would do in the agricultural cycle. And then you turn to the very end and it gets even better because it has this wonderful astrolabe in it, which we didn't expect, and it's just one of the wonderful treasures that popped out when we were putting the exhibition together. So we have these wonderful collections, and they are open to the public. We encourage people to come visit us and make use of these wonderful books.